If you've ever searched creator income streams, you've probably noticed a pattern. Every video, more or less, is telling you the same thing. Add more income streams, more products, more launches. And technically, they aren't wrong. You can make more money that way. But it's not the full story when it comes to building a business that lasts and doesn't burn you out. Because what I keep seeing over and over and over again is most creators actually have more than enough income streams already. The reason they're still searching is because the income streams they have are unstable. So instead of asking, what other streams should I add? The question should be, how do I turn what I already have into something more stable? We call this raising your income floor. Increasing what you can reasonably expect to make at a baseline on a slow month that's sustainable and comfortable for you. It's the difference between hoping next month is a good month and knowing roughly what's coming in before the month even starts. The creators who know about the income floor and do something about it are the ones building strong, lasting businesses without constantly stressing about where the next paycheck is coming from. And the reality is, adding more income streams is just not going to solve this problem for you, but optimizing the ones you are already working on, that will turn into recurring revenue. Let's take a look at the top income streams for creators, and we'll see what raising the income floor looks like for each of them. Up first is the most common off-platform income stream: digital products. This is a pretty broad category covering everything from downloadable templates to video courses. But the problem is across the whole category, and it looks something like this. You make a product, you launch and put a ton of effort into marketing it. Sales are great, and then they taper off. So now you're faced with a choice. Do you spend the time and the money to go find a broader audience to sell to, or do you start over with a new product and resell to that audience you already have? Either one is going to be a huge commitment of time, money, or both. One of the simplest ways creators raise their income floor is by changing how people access what they've already made. So instead of selling a product for a one-time fee, they're gonna sell ongoing access for a subscription. The shop with a bunch of different smaller products now has another better option: a membership that includes everything past and future. And stick with me because this is actually a better deal for your audience too. A great example of how this works is with George Blackman, who's a YouTube scriptwriting expert. He's got individual digital resources like a scripting course, a retention hub, and an AI toolbox. And yes, he can and does sell those separately, but he also includes access to them and future resources inside his membership community. So now if someone wants to get his scriptwriting course, but they're worried he might release something better that they'll want later, okay, it's all good. They'll get access. And with the recurring access model, his most committed students never have to wonder whether the thing they bought 2 years ago is outdated. But even more importantly for you, as a creator, George now has lasting relationships with paying customers that could last years, which raises his floor and builds stability as he plans for the future. And that's a model that you can use too. Another place that creators feel the income whiplash is with sponsorships and brand deals. I mean, sponsorships can make bank, but they are also stressful. 1 month you're booked solid, and then the next you're refreshing your inbox, just waiting to hear back from somebody. So raising your income floor here doesn't mean reaching out to more brands or doing more deals. It means making the good ones last longer. We're starting to see creators moving away from one-off campaigns and towards multi-month partnerships instead. It does take more effort upfront to pitch, and not every brand will say yes, but the payoff is stability in an industry that's chaotic at best. And sometimes creators can take this one step further and combine multiple income floor raising strategies. So long-term partnerships and recurring access to content. A good example of that combination is The Curve, a women's investing podcast. Their podcast has tens of thousands of listeners and millions of downloads. But even with that huge audience, sponsorship income was just not predictable enough. So they launched a paid membership alongside the show. And now they can use time on the podcast to promote sponsors and drive their audience to the membership. Double win. Another really common income stream that can be inconsistent and exhausting is coaching and services, especially one-on-one coaching. But even group sessions can burn you out. Yes, it works, and yes, it pays well. But one-on-one coaching also makes you sell to new clients over and over and over again. And there's only so many hours in a day to actually take calls. If you're a coach, You have the opportunity to raise your income floor by turning short-term coaching into an ongoing membership. Are you seeing a theme here? That shift from randomly scheduled calls to an ongoing consistent membership does require setting good boundaries for yourself. You might choose to answer questions in the community twice a week instead of non-stop being on your DMs. And you'll need to plan a schedule of new content releases or interactive community events that make the membership sticky. You can even sell the same one-on-one coaching sessions you do now as an add-on for your members, but your income floor has been raised, so it's not a huge deal whether you sell a lot or just a few of those one-to-one calls. And with a coaching community, something really interesting happens over time. Your early members can start helping the newer ones, and the value stops being 100% dependent on you showing up every single day. Shifting from I am the coach and the only source of truth to I am a facilitator who helps my community learn from each other is a big transition, but it comes with a much more stable revenue in the long run and fewer hours of back-to-back calls. There's one more income source we need to talk about, and it's one that almost every creator has: platform payouts like AdSense or creator funds. I'm not going to dismiss that income. It can be a great layer on top of your other businesses, like frosting on a cake, but I need you to look at me when I call it a layer. AdSense in particular is notorious for being all over the place. You'll get the most money out of these social platforms when you treat them as the top of your funnel instead, and not the foundation of your business. When platform income is a bonus and not the thing you're relying on, algorithm changes become way less stressful. And honestly, that's the whole point of raising your income floor in the first place. When you're not constantly worried about next month spike and dip, you have space to make better decisions for your business. You can stop saying yes out of panic, you can get some creative energy back, and you can feel more confident taking some risks. Now, at this point, you might be thinking building a recurring subscription business to raise your floor sounds interesting, but maybe part of you is thinking, I don't want to build something that nobody wants. That is a smart instinct. I have a video that walks through how to test your membership idea with your existing audience before you commit to building a whole thing. It's linked here and in the description, and it's a great next step towards more predictable income. I'll see you over there.